You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrans for Black and White Sports. Let's talk about Major League Baseball because there's two really big stories here. Number one, the ratings. Game 5. Ugly. I mean, super ugly. And while I understand we're in an election year and everything's real divisive, and, there's a lot of drama surrounding the election, I will talk about the ratings comparison to 2016 because it's obvious there's something much bigger than the election going on with Major League Baseball. And also, Major League Baseball is in some real trouble here. Its debt has gotten insane due to a number of reasons. Social justice messaging, no fans in attendance at any games due to the COVID pandemic. Oh, God, I hope it don't get demonetized over the fact that I just said the bug's name. So let's talk about Major League Baseball's debt, and then we'll go to the ratings because this is pretty eye-opening. Major League Baseball's 30 clubs has an unprecedented $8.3 billion in debt from various lenders and will suffer a $2.8 to $3 billion loss in operations cost. Commissioner Rob Manfred told Sportico Monday in an exclusive interview, the debt was accrued so clubs could fund their businesses during the bug-affected season, the pandemic, without fans in the stands and no baseball ballpark revenue. We are going to be at a historic high levels of debt, and it's going to be difficult for the industry to weather another year where we don't have fans in the ballpark and have other limitations on how much we can't play and how we can play. The first neutral site World Series will either end Tuesday or Wednesday, but it will bring no closure to the myriad of problems the MLB must address ahead of 2021. And they only had 11,500 fans at the game the other day, and it also talks about the fact that, for example, the Toronto Blue Jays may not be able to play home games again this coming season, and they may have to play in that Buffalo AAA ballpark. Insanity. You combine that with the fact that there's been such a huge social justice narrative in a sport that is wildly embraced by Republicans and conservative independents, because, I think you can definitely be both, and even patriotic moderates, okay? And it's always been known as a sport of America, the most patriotic sport. July 4th, hot dogs. I mean, they do fireworks all over the place. Celebration of Independence Day. Stand Up 1776 in our merch store. Baseball embracing social justice has been bad for business. And I will give you an example of that from the Game 5 ratings, because they're straight trash. Historically low trash. The game the other night, and this would have been Sunday night, was incredibly awful. Game 5 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and Tampa Bay Rays, a night after Tampa Bay pulled off an epic win to tie the series, 7.4 million people watched that game. Now, I did want some context versus the election, because I know that can play a role. In 2016, the Indians and the Cubs drew 23.64 million viewers. That is down 16 million viewers from the last election. So I don't want to hear it's the election killing the ratings in Major League Baseball. It is clear that people have sent a message over social justice. You can't call your fan base racist when they're not racist, We don't like that very much. You can't embrace a Marxist organization. And I understand, look, like the NFL, they did a lot of this early on. And then they tried to back way off of it. But many of you have chosen to turn sports off for at least this year and send a clear message. Don't bring that crap to my television. You've also said, many of you said, you're done with sports for good. Baseball is in trouble because of all sports, them and NASCAR. They probably shouldn't have dipped their toe even remotely into the leftist narrative. It was a bad idea, and they're getting their ass handed to them right now through the ratings and through the debt. I'm very interested to see how attendance goes because, again, for all the brave and stunning narratives that all of sports has played out, they've done it in front of almost no fans to boo them out of the stadium, especially back when this was a super hot narrative when they came rushing back. Baseball's in real trouble here. Baseball is in real trouble, and baseball is really going to be in trouble in places where governors, Democratic governors, are still in COVID lockdown panic mode like they are in California. The governor is ruining Thanksgiving and the holiday seasons out there. I mean, the people should joust that dude right out of office. I mean, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The Democratic narrative on the pandemic is absolute lunacy. Lunacy. Look, I could catch the thing tomorrow and you know, I could die in 2 weeks. I get that. It's a possibility. It's a slight possibility. A slight possibility. But there's also a possibility that I drive out this morning and I get nailed by a school bus in the side and I'm dead there. It is a thing. Life has risk, without a doubt. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Not to mention the kneeling for the national anthem. That was a big one. Stand up. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.